What If It's Cool is proudly brought to you by Respo Clothing. Feel like a champion by wearing the merch from all the stars, including Luke Resner, B Squared, Savannah Rowe, John Stop Action, Nova Nichols, The Cooters, and my personal favourite, Conflict Axiom. So feel like a champion by checking out Respo Clothing. They can be found on Facebook and on Instagram. In the mood for some wrestling? Make sure to check out the Melbourne Wrestling Show every Thursday at 10 PM on Channel 31. Adrenaline Pro Wrestling presents Breakout 46, happening on September 6th at the Adrenaline Zone, featuring the up-and-coming stars of Adrenaline Pro Wrestling. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. Alpha Pro Wrestling presents Inevitable, happening on Saturday, September 21st at the Pipeworks Market. Ticket link is in the description. Make sure to check it out. MXW presents Collision Course, happening at the Horsham Show on Sunday, September 29th. Make sure to check it out. It's Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays, and before I get in trouble again, I'm going to make sure I do it the first time. Before we do anything, let's take a minute to acknowledge our sponsors here on Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays. Resploy Clothing. Make sure to check out Resploy Clothing on Facebook and on Instagram. You can find them on Facebook, Resploy Clothing. Instagram, Resploy.clothing. You can wear all the merch from all the stars to make yourself feel like a champion. But also, joining the sponsorship of Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays, the Melbourne Wrestling Show. So if you're in the mood for some wrestling, make sure to check out the Melbourne Wrestling Show on Channel 31 here in Victoria, and it is available on YouTube as well. Just search up the Melbourne Wrestling Show. And as always, I'm with my co-host, John L. Crossfire. Johnny, how you going?
What is up?
Man, that was a fucking mouthful.
I just cut my finger open to open that fucking can of drink, but I'm doing good.
Yeah.
My eyesight is somewhat declining, and I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried, but by the time this episode goes up, I'll actually have an eye appointment on that day. So let's hope we're doing good. But yeah, just having a lot of complications the last couple of days compared to the usual. But it's up and down. It's an uphill battle. But we have a beautiful, amazing guest on tonight. One of my favorite wrestlers in the entire country. I know that as a broadcast journalist, I'm meant to be unbiased, but I said what I said. He's a 13 or 14-time champion now in Australia, current Suplex Undisputed champion, and current Extreme Capital Wrestling heavyweight champion, which is definitely the talking point of this episode. He is the problem child, Jake Gibson.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I'll stipulate 50 later on, but it's 15 time now.
15, yes, that's right, because he won that Undisputed. My apologies.
Yeah, well, come on, man. Get with the program. It's like 2024. You should know what I'm up to by now. I know. It's like every couple of months, I win another one of these bad boys. But, I mean, you got to keep track. Come on. You're supposed to be a journalist, and, like, you're already falling behind. Like, what are you doing? Like, who am I going to go to put me over now? Like, if you can't even catch up with what I'm doing right now, who am I supposed to rely on to put me over on the interwebs?
Okay, I'll make a mental note to Nova Lee to mention that it's 15 time. 15 time.
15.
Jake, I just want to make note of this. Have you ever listened to Quarter Conversation? He's never up to date.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, happy to know. The episode I did with Jake was one of the favorite ones I did.
Oh, well, thank you. All we did was talk about the Nintendo 64, I think, for like an hour and a half. Something like that.
We're typical ranting, but hey.
Yeah. No, but
back in my day, video games were cool.
They used to be with it. They changed what it was.
I'm starting to think you're still in my fucking gimmick, because that's pretty much what I do on What If It's Cool, you bastard. Fucking hell.
Not sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. I saw the interview gimmick from other people, so it's only fair. Jeez, Johnny, what are we reacting to today?
So today, for the first time made to public, I know that you actually had the link to this for a while, DPC, because you're a good brother, but for the first time public,
and because sadly, and yes, Adrian Casa, I'm looking at you on this one. I'm a major fucking mark. But,
and you just want all of Australian pro wrestling. But for the first time publicly, Extreme Capital Wrestling, I'm not a booker, I'm not none that, so people please stop hitting me up. I'm sick of getting messages. Yes, I'm part of management. I have zero power, though, in terms of that, so just stop fucking messaging me.
Can you get me another belt?
Oh Jesus. No. So I talked to upper management, and I was like, hey, we got this idea, and here we have the main event from our first show back in January. It was 13th of January, 2024. We had a mini tournament, 4 men, 3 matches, 1 champion. Obviously, Jake Gibson being one of them, and his opponent for that match, and his #1 contender in a rematch where both men will be fresh this time, a Shaq. Very, very excited.
Can I firstly ask one very, very important question? And I'm not directing this to either of you boys. I'm directing this to ECW management. Why the fuck is it taking so long for us to get this footage? Come on. Like, I know I've had the footage, but like the world needs to see it. It was a great show.
I've been trying. Just let that be known that I have been trying. Management very busy with their own lives, about to get married actually.
Priorities, boys. Come on. We want to see the footage.
Screw your wedding. We want the wrestling.
Exactly.
It's like the running joke here. Not that I condone this because I know he'll fucking kick my ass. But DeCarlo, the footage ready yet? The real footage ready yet, mate? Sorry, inside joke. Okay. Well, because I don't know very much about what led up to this. Jake, can you just give us a sort of a backstory of what happened here?
Well, obviously leading up to the show, it was announced that there would be a mini tournament. There'd be a mixture of guys from Sydney, guys from Canberra, guys from Melbourne. So a mixed bag of talent. You've got your seasoned veterans such as yourself, a couple of young and up and comers, and the flippy dippy doodahs from Melbourne, representing.
Oh wow!
I say how it is, mate. I don't care.
Yippity doodahs from Melbourne. Okay.
I mean, Ace is good. I'll give him that. I mean, hell of a main event, hell of an opponent. But I won for a reason. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, we're gonna watch the match. It's gonna be revealed to the whole world, and you're all gonna see why I'm just the better wrestler.
All right. Well, with that being said, let's get right into the action.
Wow. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited. Both of it, we had the same prediction, which still shocks me.
I think it's worth mentioning I actually do hate the sound of my own voice, so this is going to be interesting.
Oh, you're better looking than the other bloke sitting next to you, so be
a
happy.
Much better commentator / referee / wrestler too, but let's not go there.
Oh, I didn't say that.
Competitive nature of Jake Gibson. I don't think
a Hall of Famer in Canberra, I should add, Devious Dave.
I'm sorry, he's my one.
I will say this, I do love that belt. That is a very good looking belt.
It's especially good looking on me.
Honestly, DPC in person, it blew me away when I saw it in person.
Oh god, it's my least favorite referee, Nate Dogg.
Yes, he was Nate Dogg at the time, but I believe he is now Sir Nathaniel Clinton.
Couldn't give a rat's ass what his new name is. Oh, that's a very familiar voice.
Yeah, that's my wife.
Who is she?
She's over to the side here somewhere. I don't know. We got like 3 or 4 different cameras, and look, not to go too far into it, but one very handsome editor in the name of Jake did actually put all this footage together for us.
We appreciate that man, Jake.
Yeah, man.
He does have a fighter,
cool.
by the way. If you're an indie wrestling company that want to pay someone to do cheap work but quality work, hit him up. I'm also doing posters on Fiverr too if you want someone that does cheap work.
Oh, definitely. I heard that he really needs money right now. So yeah.
And just as like a little sidebar, I sent Jake so many little different bits of the nameplate, and I was like, I don't know where this is going or what you're doing, but make it work. And can I just say, I'm very happy with the way you made that work. In all seriousness, that's legit one of the main things I was looking forward to was, are the nameplates going to look okay?
Oh, they turned out immaculate.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy with that. Hit me up, people. Hit Jake up.
I just realized like how close the crowd is to the ring. Like,
this was a very small venue. We had the capacity was 60. I think we got like 65. And by this point, though, those seats are empty. But that's because there was no one in the bistro. So those people were just like, "Hey, we paid for our ticket. Can we watch it from the bistro?" And we were like, "I guess."
Fucking sweet! I would have loved to go to a bloody wrestling event where there's a fucking bistro.
Yeah, I can't speak for management because we have like the last event was at the Croatian and the next one is as well.
Hmm.
But I think we are keeping this one in the back pocket and we do want to do something with the tables where we do VIP tables.
Oh, that'd be really nice. It's just that
Hey
it's
Shaq,
just
I love that this is the thumbnail though. He tries to square up to my brother and my brother, I think it's when he comes back. My brother is like 6'3", 6'4", and he's only just turned 18 and he reckons he wants to start training now. He's a fucking unit. And the actual thumbnail of the whole thing is literally Ace and my brother like eye to eye, and Ace just looks. I mean, Ace is not a bit, a super big guy anyway. So next to my brother, he looks even smaller.
hey, he's taller than me, so it's that like
Yeah, but he's
not
all
intimidating.
lengthy. Like my brother is like twice the size of me in weight and fucking almost double the.
Have you seen Ezekiel? Like he's a 7-foot giant, lanky, but fucking hell, he's intimidating.
And
Like,
FYI, Jake, there was just a bit of a lag there. We always have lags when we record, but when it comes out, the video is nice and smooth because Dan just repastes it over the top.
yeah. As always, technology's not our friend. Funny that should be a merchandise shirt for us. John, I reckon you should get on top of that. one.
Honestly, I've been thinking about it. I've got the what are word ones for the actual podcast, but the current one I'm working at it's gonna be like a classic like 80s like wrestling one where it's just writing, but it's just our little motto, which is just for the marks, by the marks. That's our new little tagline
Oh,
for
that's
the
nice.
podcast. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll chuck it on a t-shirt. I might sell one in like 3 years.
And to my right, from Horsham, Victoria.
And the sad part is this wasn't Nova's first time fucking ring announcing. The microphone kept cutting out on her, so she had to keep trying to scream over it.
Oh god, I am so sorry. I'm getting distracted by seeing EVO in the background.
You know what though? Shout out to EVO. He came to this event as a fan, and he enjoyed it as a fan, but he did bring his gear just in case, and that got him booked on the second show. So
Oh, nice. Oh wait, I just gave props to EVO. Fuck, what's wrong with me? I meant to hate the guy.
I mean, EVO is versing my protege the next show, Jackson Thornhill, and I was going to offer EVO a spot in Rogue, but he was very rude to me. So fuck that guy. Birds
Yeah.
are real.
Yeah,
Pepsi
fuck
Max is
EVO.
amazing.
Oh,
And I think it's worth
Oh,
mentioning
come on.
that by this point, A-Shack made pretty easy work of Nick Maltino. I'm not trying to throw jabs at Nick Maltino, but it's just how it is. He'd been out of the ring for a while. Whereas Jake and Robbie, they beat the shit out of each other. So Ace, arguably the fresher man here, he was in the opening match as well.
oh shit! I forgot Del was here as well.
Jake and Robbie were in the second match, and Jake's head was driven into the post like two or three
that was Robbie.
times.
Yeah, that was Robbie. Yeah, no, I legit gave him a mild concussion by ramming his head into the corner post. So,
And I just remember you guys just kicking the shit out of each other around the ring, and then you come out with Ace, and even though he was the fresher of the two, you kind of just took straight control and slapped him in the face, and now here we are.
Wait, so how many was it like an hour past that you got was your last match, or was it like literally like 20 minutes?
Probably like close to an hour because the intermission was like 10-15. But
Okay.
yeah,
so he was match 1, I was match 2, and this is match 6, I believe.
Oh, okay. So yeah, there was you had a bit of resting time.
yeah, I think again when this goes public eventually, ECW management have told me they are trying to work on it. But as I said, they're not going to reveal who they are publicly just because I don't want to yet. But the people behind it are getting married soon, so it's a little bit busy. But yeah, when you see the footage, I think the whole video, Jake, you edited it down. It's like what, an hour 40 all up,
I think that was
Yeah, no, enough.
and then the whole event went for 2.5, just under 3 hours. Typical wrestling, event. I am hoping that like eventually we can do recorded commentary as well because it'll come across much better in my opinion.
Was it not recorded?
No, so it's basically because we had Nova as because usually at the ICW events, I'm the hype man, I am the ring announcer, I am play-by-play, my voice is fucking shot. So I'm hoping that now with Nova doing ring announcing separately, we can just focus on the commentary doing their job and just have Nova hype up the crowd.
Okay.
I don't know when it's going to happen. I have floated the idea to management. It's just a matter of getting the equipment, because obviously I have a soundboard and everything, but trying to get all of that on public transport is a nightmare. Hold for hold here, Jake Gibson and Ashak. And it's worth noting, though, that, Jake Gibson did train with one of the best technical wrestlers, I'd say, in Australian history in Dean Draven.
That's right. I spent close to 5 years at the Russell Strong Dojo. So I've definitely picked up a lot of technical stuff in my time there, as you can clearly see. But, whoa, look at this pompous ass. Like, what is he doing?
You literally just heard me say, what the? I didn't know what he was doing. Like, I'm not a great technical wrestler, but I'd like to know that I can appreciate good technical wrestling, but I have no idea what the fuck that was.
The disrespect, man. Come on. People want to put this guy over, but look at see, he deserved that.
Oh.
He absolutely deserved that.
And it's quite cool, though, because, like, this was our first show. The crowd was split very 50-50 for the most part between Jake and Ace. It was a really cool environment, DPC.
Well, that's what you really want, You don't want to be one-sided completely half the time, especially when you're crowning a new champion.
And we are obviously very laxed in our rules in Extreme Capital Wrestling. The referee will not cause a disqualification for a rope break, but we'll get in there if needed. We definitely aren't going to have one when we're crowning a champion.
Oh.
And I will say, right?
Absolutely beautiful. I'll just tap myself on the shoulder for that one.
Like my career was only 3.5 years, and shit happens, and it is what it is. But I was chopped by quite a number of people in those 3.5 years, and I will say, Jake Gibson has some of the best and worst chops in the same time. And if you know, you know. Like, just what?
Well, just hearing those, I think a Michael Weaver versus Jake Gibson.
Oh, Jesus!
Match is definitely in order.
Shout out to Michael Weaver.
Someone hook him up and let him know that I'm interested.
I mean, hey, if we can get him over from South Australia to Extreme Capital Wrestling, I wouldn't say no.
Or we can have Jake come down here at Alpha. Not that I speak for Alpha.
That sounds good. Hey, that sounds good to me, man. I'm happy to come down that way and kick some ass.
Yeah, but you made fun of Melbourne, so I don't know if management's going to want to have you down here. We take those words.
Suplex could make it happen too.
Hey, they just know that I embarrassed their roster. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, buy some Meshack merch. Woo!
Hey, brother, you got to put it in there somewhere. Like $10 per DVD. I don't know if people still watch DVDs these days, but I've got merch to sell. I've got kids to feed.
Dude, honestly, when I saw you released like the limited edition VHS, I was like, God damn it! I wish I wasn't struggling with medical bills.
Are you fucking for real? A limited edition VHS? I've got to see this.
All right,
get him up, buy one.
I can find it.
No, I have a best of Jake Gibson DVD, but it's in like a CD case from years ago, and you've just released another one on top of that I'm going to have to get, which is what I referenced in this one that I'm talking about, the newest one. He's actually done a special edition VHS copy.
Nice.
I actually still have my original VHS player from when I was 6 years old. The face has fallen off, still works. There's my brother there, the big unit. I just need like the cord to plug it into the TV, and I'm good to go. Like that's
is that the red, white, and yellow one, or the RF cord?
Just like the circle one. What the fuck's that called? I think it's the RF.
The RF.
Which are pretty easy to find. You can get them for like $6 on eBay, if not a little bit less.
Oh, cheaper than that, man.
Oh, here we go. I found it. So it's retro edition, right here, VHS.
Fucking hell!
$15 at your local merchandise desk. Pick up a copy. I've only got like 3 copies because nobody has VHS players anymore.
The thing is, even if I don't end up replacing the cord to my VHS, that's something that I would legit be a mark about. I don't care that I work for the company. I'd be like, Jake, please fucking sign this, because I'd put it up on my mantle, because that's cool shit. Oh, big suplex. Looked like Ace tried to land on his feet there, but just fucking, good God.
He just ate shit on that.
See, and this is why I like doing these reactions too, because obviously I'm actually on commentary for this match, but I try not to swear on commentary too much just because I find it's like tacky. But like, I feel like we could do like alternate commentary almost on the What If It's Cool reaction shows to these matches.
I'm just glad I'm not censoring these anymore because it was such a bitch to do it. I just realized, you know what? Hang on, this is a What If It's Cool.
I'm sorry.
No, mate, it's not you, it's me. But you know, like it's like because I know it's a combination of both our shows, so it's like you know what, you don't set your show, and you know, like might as well.
Low angle cross body.
Beautiful impact there. Immaculate impact.
And like again, like I'm not just here just to toot your horn, Jake, but I've seen you hit that quite a number of times, both to their chest and their back. I swear somehow you get more and more height each time, and it just gets smoother and smoother. But I guess practice makes perfect. But
I guess so, man. I don't know. Luck of the draw, I guess.
Oh,
those are some illegal shots there to the head. That's just not fair. The referee's just completely allowing this.
And do you see why he's my least favorite referee?
Worth mentioning.
He allows
He
shit
was
like
in
that
my face
happen.
all night. He was in my face all night. I told him to fuck off and everything. He just wouldn't stop. He like most referees back to a corner, put their hands up, they cower, they get out of my way. But this guy was in my face all fucking night long. It was pissing me off.
Go the diamond dust.
Oh yeah, that was gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
Please tell me that someone hits Ref Nate Dogg soon. Like just looking at him here, I just want someone to hit him.
I know Jake came pretty damn close, and we don't have many rules in ECW, but striking referees is definitely one of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can make an exception for Ref Nate Dogg.
I think especially in this case, because the title was vacant, there's no champion's advantage. So if he had have hit Nate Dogg, Ace would have been the champion. So Jake's a lot smarter than that.
Yeah, okay.
You're like, look at this. He's bringing it in, and Nate's like, hey, man, you can't choke him. But Jake's basically like, this is extreme. Fuck off.
And that's not even a foreign weapon. That was just the lace on my glove.
Part of your ring. That's part of your ring attire.
That's my ring gear. That's it. Not my fault. It's not my fault they came loose.
Oh, come on, Jake. Hit him in the face. Give him a slap.
Whipping tank with my vest once with the buttons and the studs. And I'm like, I wore this to the ring. Like, you know.
Yeah, this crowd is hot.
Those cookie trays and the pizza trays were fucking every night.
Come on.
They didn't deserve to see it, mate. Do I look like a trashy deathmatch wrestler to you? I wrestle. I don't hit people with freaking cookie cutter trays.
Damn. Jake hitting his like finisher there, and Ace just. I don't know what happened.
That just looked painful.
It's like those videos when people lag in real life. Jake dropped him so hard on his head that he stood back up and then just fucking fell out of the ring. He undid my brother's shoe. What the fuck? I did not realize that live. He tried to steal my brother's shoe to use it as a weapon.
And then he tried to shove it in Ace's face. Oh, that was great.
There you go. Maybe you've got a case here, Jake. I did not realize that Ace was trying to steal things from the fans.
That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Those guys that they bring up for Melbourne, they're no good. All right.
He's got the bum bag, I suppose. He's trying to roll my brother for his kicks. I'm gonna have to have a little chat with Ace Shack now.
Never have I ever, like, I thought I was well and truly out of that guy's way, but no, I don't know how he did that double little flippy dippy thing.
I've seen him do that so many times, and he can do it like either way too. He's done it in reverse. He does it upside down. It's like a fucking spider monkey, man. I'm not looking forward to wrestling him if that ever comes, because like I'm blind, man. I'm always going to be blind in some department. I can't be watching from feet from all angles.
Oh.
Jake tried to get the knees up there, I think, but just couldn't quite.
No, I did try to move out of the way. Unfortunately, no good.
Do you think this match, though, Jake, have you taken anything away from this match to to go into the rematch?
Look, for a guy as young as he is, and what has he been in? A year and a half, maybe
Yeah, about
wrestling.
just on 2 years, I think now.
Yeah, for 2 years in, that sort of athletic ability, the cardio, the fitness, is very impressive for someone of his level of experience. I was not expecting that, and I have been studying him. So when it comes to the rematch, I'll be a lot more prepared, and I'm going to approach it entirely differently. And watch this. Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
It is worth noting though, Dan. You almost got your wish there, Nate Dogg.
I know. I was like,
Get the duck out of the way.
damn
They
it,
used to
hit him!
speak there for a second.
Hit the kid! Hit him!
See, again, as management, I cannot condone people hitting the referee for ECW, but you did almost get wiped out, and you almost got your wish. But
I'll tell you what, mate, I'll pass in my pay ID later on, and then it's up to you. If you want to slip me some cash, I'll take care of him the next time I see him.
I mean, look, I'm blind. I didn't see anything.
Touche.
Please don't fire me, management.
Yeah, you're meant to be impartial, mate.
It got to a point here where
it'll be a good few months before they even see this.
Oh, probably at this point, unfortunately.
Too busy getting married.
Yeah, how dare they? Who would do such a thing?
Now, if you're going to run a professional wrestling promotion, you're going to go all in. I mean, screw your personal life, pump all your money into the pro wrestling, and that's all you should worry about. But no, man, people just don't have their priorities straight.
Oh, just hit right now, ref Knight. Come on.
It might happen. Oh, shame.
Oh, whoa!
I think Jake had something in his eye there. I think he was asking for assistance or something from
No,
Nate.
I slipped on one of my shoelaces. I slipped on one of my shoelaces. That's all that happened. I don't know what you're talking about. I just slipped on one of my shoelaces whilst he had him in the waistlock, and then I don't know, he fell. So I just took advantage of it, hit him with my overdose DDT. 1, 2, 3. That's all there is.
Oh, you're just checking on Ref Nate to make sure you didn't accidentally fall into him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, he's in a very compromised position. He may have gotten very seriously hurt in that exchange.
What referees are like, a gust of wind will put them in hospital for a week. So,
oh god, yeah,
touche.
Absolutely. I got to give him credit that he was there to actually count the 3 at the right time. So
they all need to go to Specsavers to get their eyes checked.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And obviously, we've got it muted right now because Dan doesn't want to get sued for the music and stuff. But I was very proud personally of Nova for her call when this match was over because she was really doubting herself being her first night. But the actual clip, and you can see it on social media, on Jake's socials and ECW socials, that when she announced Jake as the first ever champion, there was a very passionate, and the fan in her came out as she was announcing it. I was very proud of that. And I still stand by that. Obviously, I've only done a handful of shows this year, but I still stand by this is the best match that I have seen this year in Australia. Could be biased.
It's a very good match. No. Very, 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 very. It was a good match. Not my personal favorite for the year yet. I know we're almost 9 months in. By the time this episode comes out, it will be 9 months. But I'm still yet to really give a definite, because I've said it a few times, this is matchy, but keep fluctuating because there's just too many fucking good matches been out there right at the moment. What a match! I was gonna be really nice, but after seeing that and being a fellow Victorian, whoa, I don't know.
I know. Look, I'm meant to just be unbiased here. This is a joint show, but as someone that was recently super kicked by your own cousin Dan, I can say that Jake does have a pretty vicious boot of his own. So you might just want
to, mate.
That's all.
Not just a pretty vicious boot. I will my overdose DDT in the last 10 years. One person has only ever kicked out of that move. So, hey, if ECW want to they want to line up a bunch of douchebags from Melbourne, all the flippy trapeze artists, all those guys that want to do their suicide dives and their friggin' leapfrogs and all this stupid shit. If they want to just bring him in, revolving door, I'll just crack him in the head with the DDT, send them packing back on their way back to Melbourne. Maybe they can go stop by at Macca's and have a little cry with a little Sunday ice cream on the way back down to Melbourne. But you know what? At the end of the day, Sydney fucking rules. Sydney is the dominant territory when it comes to professional wrestling, and mainly because there's guys.
And now we mute Jake because of all the anti-Victorian talk right there.
I literally live pretty much smack bang between both of them, and Canberra has been my base. So I'll referee it. If these stitches come out, I'll referee it.
I'm sorry, Jake. I couldn't resist. If you want to unmute yourself,
I'll let you get away with that one. That's fine.
I think that's like his one that's his one freebie.
Is it okay if I start trashing on camera then?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, they suck too, mate. Big time.
I mean, look, he's not wrong. Fuck that place. There's a reason I moved.
I don't know. Wagga Wagga is not that much better than Canberra. So, mate, come on, you can do better.
Well,
touche.
There will be a rematch. I don't know the dates or the corresponding names of all this. Johnny, you want to take over this bit?
So, ECW 3, A Hard Day's Fight, November 23rd at the Australian Croatian Club. Tickets are on sale now. We have our main event, which was locked in at our last show. We had CJ Young versus Jackson Thornhill, two people that Jake knows very well. They had basically a wild card qualifying match. It was meant to be Matt Graves versus Thornhill. Graves had family commitments, so we put in CJ, and the winner of that went onto the main event to automatically face A-Shaq. We don't really do automatic rematches per se, especially given that Jake is the first and only champion and this will be his first offense, but we thought with the way that match did end, with all due respect to Jake, that Ace at least earned the opportunity for an opportunity. Little paradox there. So yeah, we put him in the main event. He was guaranteed to face the winner, and then Kim and Jackson Thornhill beat the crap out of each other for about 15 minutes. Jackson, who does actually have a slight experience on Ace, got a little bit cocky towards the end, and Ace used that quickness, dropped him on his head, and the rematch was made. Here we are.
All right. Well, tickets are on sale. Link is all in the description there. Now, it wouldn't be a episode of Reaction Wrestling Wednesdays without something to do with Disney. Jake, just to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and out of character, what is something about Disney that you find cool?
Oh God. Okay. Disney. I don't know, man. Disney hasn't been cool since the 90s, so I don't know.
I'll give it that. That's a good one. Actually, yeah.
I just love it's just become a thing now.
Hey, mate, you started it.
Modern Disney
Speedstorm.
I think Disney Plus is an absolute fucking rip-off. They cut content. They have to censor every goddamn little thing.
Oh my God.
So
King of the Hill. I don't know if you guys know this. King of the Hill. They don't say hell. They write heck in the subtitles. For fuck's sake.
I will say though, little life hack for those that watch The Simpsons on Disney Plus. They've just added a feature where you can undo the remastering because a lot of the visual jokes have been cut out because the remaster zooms in. So you just click on the little. It's either the section that says extras or details, and you just click the little tab and turn it off to restore it to its original format. And I'm all for remastering things, but in that particular case, the original is so much better.
Oh, you fucking let me put it this way. Yeah.
Now, let me put it this way. I have stacks and stacks of either DVDs or VHS tapes still in my man cave of all unedited 90s Disney, God knows, Simpsons stuff, completely uncut, uncensored, because that's how it should be. And I think it's a gigantic friggin' scam that you're paying X amount of money a month for cut content, and what they're bringing out is more and more PC month after month. It just continually gets worse.
Especially
they may as well put up, I'm sorry we made this, but please enjoy it. Like before each fucking movie before 1990. As far as I see it.
Some of the movies they've left them as, and they've just put the little fucking like what's like the word, like the little pop-up thing that comes at the start anyway.
Yeah.
It's just like a trigger warning. It's just like, hey, this was made in a different time. Please keep that in mind and da da da. And I'm like, I don't. The fact that they've got to do that is kind of silly in its own right. But if they could just upload everything and just put that little pop-up in front of it, like it was then, it was made, it's a thing. If you're offended, fuck, that's cool, dude. Go be offended. But
Yeah.
if you're not, come watch it.
I just think that the one thing that and I speak this as a former smoker, right? Not that I ever want to have a cigarette in my lifetime, because God, I don't ever want to. But like whenever they do it, like, oh, this contains smoking. I'm like, we all know it's
Well,
bad.
this
Like,
contains
why
alcohol
do you need to put
use
it on
and
there?
gambling and nicotine use and da
Oh.
da da. It's like,
It's
but I will
ridiculous.
say though, one thing worth mentioning now that you
Yeah.
did bring it up, I was very iffy when they announced the Mufasa movie.
Yeah.
Upon watching the trailer and realizing that it's a completely, although it is like the kind of shitty live action CGI,
Mm,
it is a full original story that they have written, and it looks fucking awesome. Basically,
fingers crossed.
it's not a spoiler because it's in the trailer, but basically it shows why Scar is such a prick, because Mufasa was actually adopted. So Scar was meant to get the throne, and it's just like, oh
Oh.
my god. And it's dude, just go watch like the 2-minute trailer. It actually looks so sick.
I might.
I just wish it was like the old school animated just to fit in, but no, the story looks mad.
Mm.
Well, yeah, thanks for spoiling that for me. I appreciate it.
I mean, it's in
Honestly.
the trailer, so
Oh boy.
Jake ain't got no time to be watching movie trailers.
Mate's winning championships. Of course he hasn't got time to watch it.
But speaking of, though, we speak about ECW and stuff. A show that Jake will also be on, as will I,
Yep.
October 26th, Emma Butler Memorial Show. The shirt is over there. I can't reach it. I might go grab it in a second.
I'd probably go grab it, mate.
But October 26th, Emma Butler Memorial Show. We're raising money for the Emma tongue cancer. I'm not entirely sure what Jake is in just yet, because I've just been informed to make an appearing live graphic, and that's what's out in the public. But Jake Gibson will be competing in some form or fashion, and as soon as I find out, hopefully everyone else finds out, and I will be on play-by-play for that show, and hopefully if the stitches come out, maybe I can squeeze my way into one of the matches as a referee. But yeah, we're raising money. I will quickly grab this really quickly, and
Yeah.
with the power of editing, Dan's going to have to do some chopping.
Well, the thing is, you should have your merch, on you at all times. Kind of like this beautiful, what if it's
I
called
just nearly
T-shirt.
fell over, so I'm glad that wasn't on camera. Okay, so
Yes.
again, I'm a one-eyed graphic designer, so if you're not a fan of the design, be nice. I have this. Oh, I don't know
Nope.
if it's gonna pick
You're
up.
off camera.
Is it not picking up on the camera?
No, because you're not on camera.
God damn it! Trying to. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, Dan's gonna post the picture. I was.
Yeah. So if you guys are wondering, what the T-shirt looks like, it will be right here.
Meanwhile, if I was actually wearing it at its show, like this beautiful Extreme Capital Wrestling shirt that you can actually buy on November 23rd. But yeah, I'll have these for sale. I've got very limited sizes, $30 per shirt, $10 for each shirt will be going directly to Emma's charity. And then 10% of my general merch at the end of the night will be going to the charity as well. But yeah, that was a fucking fail. All that for nothing.
Yeah. Well, we've kind of hijacked, because I know Jake's itching to say something. But firstly, Jake, before we wrap up this episode of Reaction Rest Wednesdays, where can the audience find you on all your socials?
Well, I am available on Facebook mainly. It's just Jake Gibson KOD. That's the URL, or you can just type in Jake Gibson Pro Wrestler. I'm available on Instagram. It's my real name / my wrestling name. Well, it's Jake Gibson _Rental. It's easy to find. They're my main two platforms. I have a sort of like a YouTube channel, but I don't really use it. It's just matches and stuff like that. Just Jake Gibson on YouTube. Yeah.
All right.
There is some good shit on that YouTube channel, though.
Oh God, no, there's not. Some cringeworthy shit is still on there, which I need to delete. So thanks for reminding me.
Hey. You wouldn't be where you are without that cringe-worthy shit. Like if you look back at some of the early episodes of Broad of a School, like my jokes were, even more bad, if you can believe it or not. They were a lot more worse back then than they are now. So, you know,
I don't know, man. They're pretty bad right now. I mean, how bad can you get?
Go back to
I was expecting him to say, "Well, Melbourne's a joke."
Gotta say, go back and listen to episodes 1 through 5. You'll understand why. And with that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to this channel, and enable those notifications to stay up to date whenever we post anything. If you can't wait for the next video, make sure to check out Corner Conversation and What If It's Cool. They both can be found wherever you get your podcast. And until next time, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.